Tasmania show, yeah.
Wagwan gang back in this thing, and if you really gang, bang that like button. Show love. It's free. It don't hurt nobody. It don't cost you nothing. You ain't got to pay for no subscriptions. I mean, unless you got YouTube Premium, but it's free. And if you really, really gang, you love Tazzy's Baddies like I do, and you good in every hood, cop your merch. You know I love all flavors: chocolate, vanilla, strawberry. You dig? Shout out to Tazzy's Baddies. But you're tuning into the Tasmania show with Taz Tycoon, and today we are addressing this song called Letter to Dame that Cameron just dropped. I figured today maybe I'll do something a little bit different because last year, like, I had longer episodes, but I've just been super busy, so I don't really have the same time frame, but I want to make sure that I'm consistent. But I figured, you know what? I want to make sure that I switch up my content a little bit more. So I'm actually play the song for y'all today and, you know, stop a couple times to react to a couple of bars and things like that. But this is Cameron's, for those of you that have been hiding under a rock, Harlem, it's Harlem world right now, from Cam, Mace, Max B, Tiana Taylor, Jim Jones. Every week, every day is somebody from Harlem paid in full. It's been a lot going on, but there's been a back and forth between Cam and Dame for the past few months. And I feel like instead of just going through each topic, there's a couple of things we might be able to address in here. But I'm going to just start off with the song first. So, yeah, we're just going to get into Letter to Dame freestyle. Let me see.
First time I seen a mother say I ran great too. When it came to this, I would have said you on K2. Some like you only played you, others like don't let it fade you. In the mother will have made you beefing with the ones that raised you. When Drake said it, I ain't hear him. I turning on live and found out.
So I'm gonna pause right there. Idols turning to rivals. I remember that Drake line. You know, whether it's a Kobe and a Michael Jordan or a Allen Iverson, whoever. I love how he used that terminology because, you know, from what we know about the story is like Cam came up looking up to Dame, you know what I'm saying? Dame being in the best out. So idols turn into rivals. You know, I thought that was kind of cool. So I love that. Never felt entitled. Put my left hand on the Bible. You know, our tribe, we were tribal. Like the entitlement. I love how he spoke to that because sometimes people feel like, what's the line off of Jay-Z's song Dead Presidents? If every nigga in your clique is rich, your clique is rugged. No one will fall because everyone will be each other's crutches. I think that there's a sense of codependency that can be wrapped up inside of it. That bar is like, okay, yeah, I could be your crutch, but not just because you're irresponsible out here just blowing money. Like just because I put you on or I helped you out doesn't mean that I'm entitled to look out for you. So I love how he brought that up because I feel like I experience that with people right now that might feel responsible or feel entitled or whatever. I don't owe nobody nothing. And I'm unapologetic about it. You know what I'm saying? I owe my mom. You feel me? The Most High God. You feel me? But yeah, let's get into it. Harlem nigga killing another Harlem nigga, repeating the cycle. Makes me think about Paid in Full. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's not how we want to see this. All this beef pause between Dipset and everybody. This ain't it. This ain't it. Best out. What up, Biggs? So the 800K hole with the $1 million shovel trying to dig you out, pause, is like crazy because it was like some things going around the time that he was trying to auction his portion of Roc-A-Fella Records, his third of it. And there was so many things going on. I think Cam and Mace said that they were going to try to buy it. And I think Drake said that he was going to buy it, NBA Youngboy. It was a lot of different people that said that they were going to purchase that. And I think that Cam and Mace didn't want Dame to go out like that. And I don't know if pride comes before the fall, but he's saying that you was in an 800K hole and we was trying to come and dig you out, pause, with $1 million shovel in a sense, you know? Able.
Niggas wasn't feeling me, man. I went stupid hard. You Yeah. I called him
Duke the God.
said he got a license, he clean when you dirty. And he won't snitch like James, yo, he worthy.
Hold on, real quick. He won't snitch like James, yo. He worthy. Shout out to It Is What It Is. That was smooth. Cam got it, dog. Like like he just dog. Like this is just too smooth. I love conversational rap. Like storytelling, telling stories. You know, because there's a lot of people out here. Let me actually address that. Like we need to differentiate telling the truth from storytelling, right? Because you could tell stories, whatever story you want to tell, but telling the truth in the story is the glory for real. But I love how poetic and how, like I said, just killing with music, yo, with the bars.
Though you was quick to curb me, I was happy, I was eating, I was hungry, never thirsty.
I've said this bar before. Shout out to Cam. I'm not saying like Cam took it or nothing like that, but yeah, hungry. I'm always hungry, never thirsty. Overstand the difference. Please be hungry. Do not be thirsty. Thirsty is just like it too. Just I can't even. That's my one of my favorite bars.
On the block, acting like you a mom for him. Legit though, you ain't had no
Job for him.
good. I made him my A&R with the AR. I put him with 40 cal hell real.
Jr. Come on, Dipset. Woo! I'm quarterback. Wait a minute. Hold on. Shout out to Max B. Let me just say that. Like the Max B line, because Charlie Wingate, shout out. I got to do an episode about Max B too, because this is fire. I think Cam, when he did the interview when he came home, he had said that you know, when Max B started rapping, he wasn't really paying him too much attention. He from around the way, you know what I'm saying? It's like, oh, that's Charlie Wingate, whatever, he doing what he doing. And so when Cam just said the line, like, you know, Dame said he mumbled though, and he was like, he was the quarterback, he was the wide receiver. We both fumbled though. Like they admitting that they fumbled on Max B being from Harlem. Yeah, Jim Jones ended up getting with him with Berghain and everything, but this is just so dope to take the accountability. Like, yeah, like I didn't see it, you know what I'm saying? Like, cool, I ain't see it, but we here now. Like, I think that's fire.
Let brothers know when they bugging out. Understand you used to run the show. Now you moving rocky and stick. It's like you humming, no. Cash treat you like a prostitute. It just come and go.
Cash treat you like a prostitute. It just come.
Got you high. IG beamed you up. I'm your little bro like Phoenix House. I can clean you up. Stop with all the line first. You didn't get a cap check. And you looking real tired. Take you a nap next. Hit a race.
He said, stop with all the line. You looking tired. Take a nap next. I ain't going to hold you. Going back to storytelling. I'm not sure if y'all saw, I forgot where this all went, but when 50 Cent went on Talk with Flea with Cam, that's where it just ruffled everybody's feathers, right? You got two men that were beefing Pauls a long time ago. If y'all remember Curtis, like that time frame, like they came together, right? So I heard back in the day, back in the day, whatever day that was, Jim Jones and Mano had beef, you know what I'm saying? But now they're friends, you know? And then I think before Max B came home, we saw Jim Jones, you know, chopping it up with French Montana. So it's like, okay, we could be selective in it, but I feel like as soon as 50 Cent went on Talk with Flea and Cam asked the question, how did you get Jim Jones to come and open up for you when he dropped Ballin'? 50 Cent was like, I didn't know. You know, I just was like, I'm going to just shoot my shot. And I think that Cam asking that question really ruffled some feathers because, you know, Jim responded. And it's like, that's the truth. Like, loyalty breeds royalty. They were going through something privately in Dipset. And Jim stepped out and said, yo, I'm going to go rock with 50. So now that Cam and 50 is rocking, what's the issue? That's how I see it. I don't know what lens y'all are looking through, but that's exactly how I see it. And I think that it's just, it's weird. Like certain people can forgive and link up, but then now, so like, it's weird because Cam could have really felt the way, like, how you gonna go and be an alliance with this guy? And now that the Get Back is crazy though, because Cam is producing a series of Paid in Full, like with 50 Cent from Queens. It's like to see, it would be nice if Dame could be a part of it, you know what I'm saying, in a gym. But when we talking about men, there's a lot of pride that might, you know, come into this situation. But yeah, yeah. Pay back the child support. Pride in the way it helped. That's why you ain't asked yet. So around that time when all that happened, Dame's teeth fell out. And then he said that he had did it intentionally. That's where everything kind of just went wild. His teeth went out. Then he had a patch on his eye, and then he went on the Breakfast Club and was like, I'm Cam's boss, and I'm the CEO, chairman of Revolt. It was just really weird. You know, Diddy not being at Revolt anymore. Shout out to Detavio Samuels. That's random. I think, yeah, he's still the CEO of Revolt TV. Shout out to him. But yeah, when Cam went up, when Dame went up there and just lied, just completely lied. I remember like Charlemagne and Envy was like, we don't believe you. And it's like, what's making it really weird is like, okay, it's one thing to just get on the internet and try to like clickbait and be viral. But when you just out here just telling lies, you starting to look real goofy because you're not the chairman. And this is no shade to Dame. Like I met Dame like at Desco Poppinson Art Gallery. I think him and Travis McCoy, Spike Lee was there. Yeah, it was a vibe. Like I rock with Dame. I'm like Dame, like his nephews. Like I met a few people from Dame's camp. Even out in Desco Poppinson out in Malibu, not Malibu. I met one of his artists at one of his artists performed at one of my shows. So I'm not like anti-Dame at all by me saying any of these things. Facts is facts. So I just love Cam rapping. Hold on, your ego. You should have a seat with him. That's dope. Matter of fact, hold on. Let me run it back, y'all. My bad, because I was talking a little bit too much so y'all can catch the flow. Ask yet. You won't be needing them. Call them your friends and want to compete with them while Jay still got Tata, Emery, Biggs, and Bleak with him. I don't know, man. Birds of a feather flock together. If your vibe attracts your tribe, like, come on, not too much. Watching you depress is depressing. Thanks again for all the blessings. It's like he dropped this and then right after 50 Cent said Paid in Full series coming soon. Head up Cameron for casting. I don't know what's going to happen, but hopefully Dame don't have too much pride. I'll say this right now. Like Kanye just apologized, which is another episode that I'm about to do. But don't let your pride let you lose out on good people. Like pride has been usually the thing that stops people from being with the people they love or whatever. Don't let your pride make you lose everything. And Dame being a tastemaker, what he means to hip hop, what he means to the culture, what he means like, you know, Champagne, like Brandon, like, you know, there's been a lot of, you know, issues with Dame and a lot of different people, but redemption and forgiveness and letting your pride go. Yo, come on. Like, we're in a different times. I really do feel like if he didn't have too much pride from what I see of Cam, I don't know Cam personally. I met him one time at Broccoli City Fest in D.C. Yeah, when I was doing a festival with them. Shout out to I don't know if Broccoli City Fest still exists or whatever, but yeah, met Cam then. But from what it seems like, man, like it would be really dope. It would be dope if Paid in Full came back because Cam, I mean, Dame made a classic with that. He put Cam in it. It's one of the classic hood films ever. You know what I'm saying? So I pray that with all that's going on, we could just see these black men come together instead of tearing each other down like Harlem nigga kill another Harlem nigga. We don't want to see that. But look, if you really gang, if you Dipset, if you Bird gang, if you team Dipset and you want to see everybody get along, you can't hear what you don't reveal, make sure you bang that like button. If you really gang, bang that like button. You tune into the Tasmania Show with Taz Tycoon. Shout out to Tazzy's Baddies. You know we love all flavors. Let's go.
Tycoon running up the score, Tazzy's baddies on the floor. And that ass is super fatty, call me Zaddy, throw some more. Super nasty, she a savage, slaughter fucker like a whore. Popping bottles, foreign models, Tycoon on the world tour. Shorty, what you bad for? Turn this to a hit-a-thon, damn. All your bitches bad, tell them they can come along.